Spring 2025 was definitely a season of anime.
Where are you going?
Shinichiro Watanabe made his comeback with Lazarus, featuring his style that is of course straight up vibes, except now our main character is Aisho Speed. My Hero Academia got a spin-off that is genuinely pretty good, with a set of characters that are very entertaining and a storyline that's interesting. Sci-fi anime. Yes, sci-fi anime of the season is represented with both Takamine-san and Makina-san. One of them, Takamine-san, has an actual time travel element in its plot, with a concept that rivals the likes of Steins Gate in terms of how innovative it is. If Steins Gate managed to create a fascinating time traveler device with phone microwave, Takamine-san managed to up the bar of how creative anime can get with this time travel stuff, because in order to rewind time, all Takamine-san needs to do is remove her underwear. Brilliant. But jokes aside, speaking of sci-fi anime, this season, we are blessed with a show that's actually a romance with a lot of mystery going on in the story, plus sprinkles of sci-fi into it. I introduce you Kowloon Generic Romance. Or should I say, Kowloon Not So Generic Romance, because this show is anything but generic. From its mix of genres and themes, to the characters not being a high schooler, to the setting being a fictional version of the real-life Kowloon walled city of Hong Kong. Yes, finally, an anime that cares about the world its characters lived in. I love it when anime creates its world not just as simple backdrops, but also the identity of the show itself. Take a look at the bleak, cyber-dystopian megalopolis of Ghost in the Shell, or the grim, magically ravaged slums of the Hole in Dorohedoro, or Made in Abyss's terrifying layered biomes. Kowloon in Kowloon Generic Romance really plays a big part in many of the show's aspects. It's basically the foundation of everything. The place where romance between characters starts to bloom, the place where mystery slowly unfolds. And I would argue, Kowloon is like a character in itself. Kowloon feels alive. It's cramped, sort of dirty, almost dystopian, futuristic yet very nostalgic. It's simultaneously familiar and unfamiliar. And that description perfectly encapsulates the whole atmosphere we get from the show. The show doesn't just tell a mystery, it makes you feel in one. Right from the first episode, you'll probably start questioning whether this city is artificial. It seems like Kowloon, in reality, might just be a ghost town. Every bit of interaction, although it is real, you could tell that something feels off. It feels doubtful that everything here is as it seems. Yet you can't pinpoint exactly what's wrong. Hints about this and that are given throughout the episodes, but just the right amount. It doesn't treat us like an idiot to be spoon-fed all the answers all the time. We often get a shot of this mysterious diamond-shaped object called Generic Terra, which apparently just keeps floating in the sky of Kowloon. We're not given a reason as to why or how it is up there, but every time we get a shot of it, it's kind of like a reminder that there are still questions left to be answered. Yeah, I know the pacing can feel a bit too slow, as we're not given much expositions at times, but I would argue that it kind of fits with the narrative style, as the overall presentation is more like a slice of life anime. Oh, and don't worry, the later episodes did drop the biggie bombshells. And just like the setting itself, the people in it carry their own mysteries. Our main characters, Kujirai and Kudo, aren't your typical romance leads. They are adults, navigating the awkwardness and complexity of mature relationships. Kujirai, a 32-year-old woman who senses something profoundly off about her existence, is paired up with Kudo, a 30-year-old man who almost always seems like he's putting on a mask. You never fully grasp what's genuine and what's facade with Kudo, and honestly, that ambiguity is fascinating. Even though the show's mystery plays a big part, Kujirai and Kudo's relationship is never forgotten. Reality itself feels uncertain, but their chemistry is solid enough to carry the show entirely. If there were a spin-off focusing solely on their interactions without delving deep into the overarching mystery, I'd still watch it. And that says a lot about how great their dynamic is. And the same thing goes with the other characters as well. Yaomei, Xiaohei, Gwen, etc. All of them play their own respective roles in the story really well. All that being said, I'm not trying to be that guy that's nitpicky here, but I do gotta mention that there are moments when the animation quality noticeably dips. I mean, I'm not expecting a Makoto Shinkai movie level of animation here, but I gotta be honest, some of the inconsistencies are pretty jarring. Well, I guess it's noticeable because the rest are done really well. But despite these hiccups, Kowloon Generic Romance remains as an undeniably unique anime. And it's definitely one that falls under the category of memorable for me. Its exploration of different genres and themes such as identity crisis or memories, or existential dread or nostalgia makes it stand out amidst an ocean of conventional shows. At its core, Kowloon Generic Romance doesn't just tell a romance or mystery, it lets you live through one, questioning the very fabric of reality alongside its characters. So yeah, maybe your waifu isn't real, maybe Kowloon isn't real, maybe even you are not real. Who knows at this point? But hey, at least Kujirai is still cute, and honestly, isn't that reason enough to dive headfirst into existential dread?
It should have been me, not him!